Hi everyone, my name is Aaron Greenberg. I'm the Canadian Director of the Jewish Learning Initiative on campus. This is a partnership between the Orthodox Union and Hillel. I'd like to share with you a brief thought on this wonderful holiday of Chanukah. What is Chanukah really all about? The truth is, why is it that we even are celebrating Chanukah anymore? One would think with the destruction of the temple, with the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, celebrating a holiday that we were victorious and we defeated and we pushed away our enemies, seems to be almost meaningless in the modern era where we live in Toronto, where we live in Thornhill, and we no longer have a temple. And the fact that the oil lasted for 8 days, when it should have only lasted for 1 day, so what? What's the big deal? Besides, do we really celebrate miracles in Judaism? Is it something which we truly value? Do we have a holiday called, like splitting of the Dead Sea Day? Not really. So what then is Chanukah really all about? Especially because without a temple, without a Beit HaMikdash, what is there to truly celebrate? And so I think when the rabbis looked deep down into the holiday, they saw something much greater than just a military victory or just finding a jug of oil and having that oil last for 8 days, when it should have only lasted for 1. Rather, they saw these days as days of essential darkness during the Second Temple period. Where was God? Where were the prophets? They didn't exist. And imagine living during those dark times of the second Beit HaMikdash. It was a very dark time period. There were no great prophets. How do they know that really God was still with them? And I think by having a military victory showed that maybe God never abandoned them. And the sign of the oil lasting truly gave them a sense of warmth, a sense of perhaps a reminder that God's hand is still on the Jewish people's shoulders. God has not abandoned them, and He gave them the sign. Because we know the sign of fire is often a sign in the Bible of God's presence, like at the Sneh and like at Har Sinai. And so I think the rabbis see the holiday of Chanukah as telling us that no matter how difficult the times may be, what does a Jew do? When the days are dark and the nights are dark, a Jew lights a candle. And he adds to that candle and he adds to that light a little bit more every night. And where do we do it? We don't do it in the temple. We don't do it in the Beis HaMikdash. We don't even do it in the synagogue. Although there's a custom to light it there, still, at the end of the day, the rabbis recognized, and the Judaism recognizes, that the true source of light and the true source of brightness and the true strength of education of Jewish life is about the Jewish home. And that is why today we light the candles in our homes to show that as long as we have a strong and vibrant Jewish home, as long as we are adding more light, then we are going to have a strong and vibrant Jewish future. And that is the purpose of the Jewish Learning Initiative on campus. We tried to provide that light and we tried to provide that strength, both on campus and in our communities. It has been a phenomenal semester, and we only hope, just like with the lights of Chanukah, we grow, and we add more strength and more brightness and more warmth to all of our families and to all of our homes for many more years ahead. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, inspirational Chanukah.